The Giants open a coast-to-coast defense of the Eastern title in the vast Los Angeles Coliseum. With Waiteka blocking, Chuck Conerly fades to pass. Joe Morrison, brilliant rookie, is the receiver, and he gains 37 yards before he's tripped up by Les Richter. Pat Summerall launches a sensational field goal season. This 23-yarder puts the Giants ahead 3-0. In the second period, Conerly outbombs the air-minded Rams. Bob Schnelker fights off Burrows and completes a 66-yard touchdown play. The Giants lead 10-0. Billy Wade is the Ram quarterback, and he's passing. Cliff Livingston has that one all to himself. The Giants are looking to roll it up. Conerly spots number 85, Bob Schnelker, and the rugged Giant end nabs another for 24 yards down to the 21. This time, Chuck hands to Gifford. And Frank eats up the yards for the touchdown. Giants lead 17-0. Watch the Rams roar back. Wade throws to the toughest man in the league to cover, Del Schaffner. He's away up and has it from Jimmy Patton for 54 yards and a scoring setup. Ollie Matson, a big man for L.A., meets up with the big men from New York and beats them for a TD. Rams 7, Giants 17. In the third period, the Rams win the air. Wade pitches 8 yards to Marconi, and the Rams trail by only 3. Minutes later, Wade steps into the pocket and fires. A great jumping catch by Schaffner for 43 yards and the third touchdown in a row. The Rams take the lead, 21-17. Wilkins too late to block Summerall's 14-yard field goal, and the Giants trail 21-20 in the fourth period. Schaffner, Conerly will take Schnelker. Bob spins to take Chuck's 35-yarder flat on his back. A fabulous catch. What hands. With less than 2 minutes remaining, Summerall's third field goal is the winner. 23-21 Giants in a hectic opener. Murder takes over in Franklin Field as the Giants try to take Philadelphia. The great Eagle passer, Norm Van Brocklin, has something cooking. It's a gone goose to Tommy McDonald for 33 yards and the touchdown. The Eagles jump in front. These things can happen twice, and in the second period, Van Brocklin proves it. Again, McDonald catches, this time for 55 yards, and the Eagles take the lead 14-0. Conerly muscles into the act before it's too late. Morrison hooks for the catch and drills for 15 yards. The Giants are closing in. Ray Waiteka throws a key block, and Gifford slashes 5 for the TD. Chandler punts, and it's a good one. But McDonald gets that ball, and behind a good block by Powell, Mack is off. Yards and another score. The Eagles lead 21-7. In the third period, it's Powell's turn. He totes the kickoff into the pack. DeLuca opens an alley, and Art explodes. After 95 yards, the soft turf catches up with Powell, and he's down on the 2. The touchdown is easy for Van Brocklin, and it's easy for the Eagles at 28-7. In the fourth, Shaw pitches a strike to Bob Schnelker. Bob drives through Johnson for 42 yards before Carr trips him up. Kyle Rote displays his end zone super special. He beats Riley on a touchdown toss from Shaw, but it's Eagles 42-21. Oh, no, not again, but it sure is. Jurgensen pitches 19 yards to McDonald, who rings up his 4th touchdown as the Eagles crush the Giants 49-21. Now it's grim going as New York travels to Cleveland. The Giants gotta win. Don Chandler, the Giants punting specialist, gets off a booming 62-yarder. Don averaged 54 yards a kick in this game. The speed merchant of the Browns is Bobby Mitchell. And he wiggles and jigs around the corner to gain 19 yards before Patton trips him up. Next, the high-speed downfield menace, Ray Renfro. The flashy halfback grabs Plum's pass and makes it a first down. Now, in slow motion, the big boy, the great Jimmy Brown, with absolutely no place to go. Rosie Greer and Livingston make Brown's trip unnecessary. Robustelli applies the crusher. This time, the great Giant defense spoils Mitchell. Robustelli spins him, and Patton upends him. Another loss. Plum's turn. The quarterback fakes once more, and runs. Sparry dives in for a 7-yard loss. The Browns are stopped cold, and Wren punts. The kick going to George Scott. Oh, he dropped it in that sun field. And Lloyd recovers for Cleveland on the Giants' 9. Goal to go. 3rd down on the 6. Plum rolls with Modzelewski in pursuit. A jump pass and a jump catch by Lyndon Crow. Giant ball. Conerly's turn to pitch. He fakes, spins, and whips to Gifford. With Brown and Des blocking, Frank races for 24 yards. Knoll making the stop. Waiteka guards Conerly for a dead shot to Schnauker. Bob's a blaster for the extra yards and gains 15. Rosie Brown and Des cross block for triplet. And Mel rolls for 11 yards to the 22. Conerly fading. He spots Gifford. And Frank carries 21 yards to the 1. The first breakthrough. The line explodes. And Conerly scores. Giants 7, Browns nothing. In the 4th, Conerly passes to Schnauker. Bob makes an amazing catch to outwit Lahr for 27 yards. That set up the insurance field goal by sure shot Pat Summerall. From 31 yards, it's good. And the Giants lead 10-0. Late in the game, Plum finds that elusive chap Mitchell with a pass. He swings free of Sparry and Huff and scampers 33 yards for the Brown touchdown. Huff charges through to block Rose's try for point, and the Giants win a big one over Cleveland, 10-6. Back to Yankee Stadium and revenge on McDonald and the Eagles. It's the largest opening day crowd in Giant history. With a 7-0 lead, Van Brocklin once more. Robustelli rushes and Van lets her go. It's aimed for Peaks, but Harlan Sparry spears it for a gallop down the sideline. 70 yards for Harlan and the touchdown. Good old defense. In the 2nd, the Eagles red dog, but Conerly is ready. He flips in the flat to Gifford. Brown eliminates Brookshire, and Gift gallops for 27 yards. With Al Berry protecting, Chuck throws short to Webster. Good for 27 yards before Weber checks him on the 16. Conerly Conerly fakes to Triplett, then hands to Webster. Dess and Berry do the blocking, and Alec bolts 16 to score. Giants 14, Eagles 7. Uso bulls back Kayat as Chuck chucks. Bob Schnauker beats Riley for 39 yards before Brookshire makes the stop. Old reliable Pat Summerall takes charge. A 32-yard field goal puts the Giants in front, 17 to 7. In the third, Shaw relieves Conerly and flips to Kyle Rote. Some nifty footwork by Kyle earns him 11 yards. Carr making the stop. In slow motion, George Shaw screens his targets. Schnelker is open. And with beautiful form, Bob beats Johnson for 13 and a TD. It's Giants 24 to 7 and revenge for the murder in Philadelphia. Back on the road as the Giants meet the Pittsburgh Steelers in Forbes Field. The first time the Giants handle the ball, Conerly fakes twice, and that sets it up. Gifford has beaten Dick Albin, and Frank romps 77 yards for a touchdown. The Giants lead 7 to 3. Bobby Lane slips the leather to Krutko. Big Mo hits him and forces a fumble. Smurry strikes it rich on the Pittsburgh 28. On Conerly's second chance with the ball, there's no faking. Webster and Triplett block. Gifford slices in front of Albin and scores on a 28-yard shot. What a combo. The Giants lead 14 to 10 in the third. Lane hurries to pass. Fearless Jimmy Patton dives for a tremendous interception, and the Giants take over. In rain and mud, ball handling is tricky. Heinrich throws. But Derby intercepts and charges back 20 yards to the Giant 15. The defense repels Lane, and he takes the field goal from 19 yards. In the fourth period, Krutko takes the handoff, but Mo knifes in, and the ball is jarred loose. Huff fields it on the bounce and runs 5 yards for a touchdown. Giants 21, Pittsburgh 13. Tricks. Bobby Lane hands off to Tracy, but he's not running. He's passing. Buddy Dial hooks back for the catch, and the rookie end can really move. Crow finally drops Dial after 68 yards. Once again, Lane is grounded and kicks his third field goal from the 16. Giants 21, Pittsburgh 16. 2 minutes to go and trouble. Morrison fumbles the ball, and Stautner gives Lane a last chance on the Giants 16. Second down, 4 to go. Tracy gets 3. Mo and Huff apply the brakes. Third down and less than a yard. Cabbage and Mo block the hole, and Tracy is stopped cold. Tension mounts. Fourth down and inches. Super defense caves in the Steeler line as Tracy fails to get the first down. Giants win a bruiser in Pittsburgh, 21 to 16. Ex-Giant coach Vince Lombardi returns with his comeback Green Bay Packers. Gifford, injured in the last game, takes a fan's eye view of this one as the solid Packer defense forces the Giants to punt. Chandler's kick bounces far downfield. Rosie Brown, great big cat, stalks that bouncing ball and pounces on it on the Packer 3. The 66-yard punt pays off. Cabbage jars McElhenney, and Mo recovers the fumble on the 2. Triplett, Stroud, and Uso power a path for Webster, and Alex scores. Giants lead 7-0. In the second, Joe Francis wings a bomb. McElhaney catches and runs down the sideline for 23 yards before Dick Nolan trips him up. Paul Hornung puts Green Bay on the scoreboard with a 29-yard field goal. Conerly fires to Webster. Uso rides off Curry, and Alec picks up 24. Long distance placement kicking. That means Summerall. His 49-yarder puts the Giants ahead 10-3. Uso and triplet block as Conerly sets to pass. Complete to Alec Webster. M. Tunnell holds the gain to 27 yards. This time, triplet leads the interference for Webster, and Alec blasts the 7 yards for a touchdown. Giants 17, Green Bay 3. Summerall on stage in a new role. Conerly throws, and it's Summerall catching for 10 yards. Pat carries on, and with another 49-yard field goal, the Giants win 20-3. That's football's finest place kicker. Leaders in the East with a 5-1 record, the Giants play host to the Chicago Cardinals. With Conerly hurt, George Shaw warms up for his first Giants start. Waiteka holds him off for Shaw, who slings a strike to Gifford for 25 yards. Stacy making the stop. This game is another Summerall production. Pat clicks for 37 yards, and the Giants lead 3-0. The terrible Texan of the Cards throws a scare. John David Crow takes the kickoff and opens one of his great runs. George Scott holds up the parade, and Lynch needs help to fell Crow after a 72-yard run back to the Giants' 18. However, Crow proves human on this play. Huff blasts in, and there's the fumble. Moe recovers. The crowd loves that defense. In the second period, the Cards tie it at 3-3 on Conrad's 25-yard field goal. The Texas Terror breaks loose again. Crow slams over tackle, slips by Sam Huff. It's good for 73 yards before Cliff Livingston and Dick Lynch topple the tall timber on the 12. King Hill tries a quick airstrike. Dick Lynch takes it away for a touchback. Defense to the rescue again. In the third period, Hill has more trouble. He fumbles. Robustelli grabs it and takes off. And he runs 33 yards to the Cards' 43. Conrad forcing him out. The foot is mightier than the arm. Summerall boots his third 49-yarder in 2 games. King blocks the blind side as Heinrich focuses on Gifford. Frank has it for 32 yards. Dick Lane making the stop. Pat Summerall clicks from the 20 and scores all the points in a Giant 9-3 victory. Another capacity crowd jam-packs the stadium for the Giants' second meeting with Pittsburgh. In the second period, Darrell Dess smashes a hole as Triplett stampedes through, dragging Jack Butler. A 12-yard gain. With Conerly injured, Don Heinrich directs and hits Frank Gifford with an 11-yarder. The field goal man is still at it. Summerall kicks one for 21 yards. 3-0 Giants. Bobby Lane fakes twice as Moe breaks through. The hurry throw is nabbed by Sparry on the gallop, and Swede returns it 22 yards to the Steeler 25. When the engine stalls, the Giants call on Summerall. Pat clicks for 27 yards and a 6-0 lead. Bobby Lane looks to pass with his receivers covered. Lane takes off for 21 yards. Jimmy Patton brings him down. Lane finds time to pick his man. A 17-yard pass to Jimmy Orr. Lane cranks up for a beauty. He leads Orr perfectly for a 4-yard touchdown. Steelers 7, Giants 6. In the third period, Don Heinrich bids for the lead. Complete to Schnelker for 49 yards to the Steeler 19. What, again? Yes, sir. From 29 yards out, Summerall kicks his 6th field goal in 2 games. Giants lead 9-7. Can the Giants hold? Don Chandler punts in the 4th period. Don Southern receives with only 2 minutes to play. Chandler stops him on the Giant 45 after a 28-yard run back. The game is 90 seconds too long for a gallant Giant defense. Lane finds Tracy all alone, and it's a 45-yard touchdown. The Steelers win in a thriller 14-9. Now, tied with the Browns, the Giants travel to Minneapolis, where they tackle the Cardinals. Leading 3-0 in the second, Summerall kicks off. Stacy shoestrings the catch. And when Mel Guy and Ellison Kelly hit him, the ball pops loose. Joe Basaha recovers on the Cards 23. Summerall is at it again. From the 23, it's 6-0. Conerly lets him in the trap. And flips to Mel Triplett on the screen. Brown blocks. And Mel chugs 20 yards before yielding to Stacy. Phil King fakes into the line, but Gifford has the ball. He's tripped, but he tosses. Webster spins, receives, and beats Norton for a 37-yard touchdown. The crowd cheers a 13-0 lead. In the third, the Cards rebound. Billy Stacy takes the punt, gets a block, hips clear of Tom Scott, and is in the open at midfield for 74 yards and a Cardinal touchdown. Giants 13, Cards 7. The Cards revived kickoff. Morrison makes the catch, and when the pack hits him, Joe fumbles. Roach recovers on the Giant 22 from the 1. Crow scores, and the Cards take the lead. King Hill fakes a handoff and rolls left. Lynch hits him for another free ball. Dick recovers on the Chicago 28. The old Crow, Conerly, is back in form. Frank Gifford takes it in full stride for 33 yards and a TD. Giants lead 20-14. In the fourth period, Conerly zeroes in on Bob Schnelker. Bob makes a terrific spinning catch as the Giants go on to win 30-20. It's Chuck Conerly Day as the Washington Redskins invade Yankee Stadium. Good old number 42, the 38-year-old hero, is honored, and here he is in person. Gifts galore, more than $20,000 worth. The Mrs. Perry Ann Conerly joins the party, and so do the coaches, the team, and the fans in a tribute to an all-time great. Early in the first, Don Chandler is back to punt. But he doesn't. It's a nifty run. 24 yards before Bossler gets wise. It's just the spark the Giants need. Jack Stroud holds off the Skins as Chuck spots a man. Snelker catches, leaving Drazanovich flat. A foothold stops him after 17 yards. Webster carries with Dess and Witeka blocking. The touchdown alley opens for 10 yards. Giants lead 7-0. With Rosie Brown clearing the way, Triplett sets up a touchdown. That's 15 yards for Mel. With the ball on the 2, Charlie Conerly evades the Skins and loops a pass to Rote in the corner. Touchdown! In the second period, Ralph Guillaume whips to Don Bossler on a screen play. Lynch piles up the play, and there's a fumble. Livingston recovers for the Giants. Charlie Conerly is on the beam. Schnelker beats out McCabe for 7, and the TD. The Giants lead 24-0. To make it a great big Conerly day, Chuck tosses his third touchdown pass to Schnelker for 34 yards. That's 31 for New York, and it's just the second period. Guillaume tries for a score, but overshoots, and Livingston cops the ball. Cliff feints 2 defenders, but concedes to Anderson. That sets up another. Gifford looks for a receiver as Barry blocks. Gifford fires 24 yards to Phil King, and the Merrillmen lead at halftime 38-0. In the third period, nifty little Eddie LeBaron makes a connection with Podoli for 16 yards. Eddie LeBaron completes the drive with a slick running pass for 9 yards to Jim Podoli, and Washington has its first score. Now Gifford shows why he became the all-time Giant ground gainer. After blocks by Dess and Brown, stylish striding Gift goes 78 yards. It takes 3 men to pull him down. The touchdown is easy for Webster. Bam! To lock up a crushing 45-14 win. Yankee Stadium is closed today. The streets are silent. There is no game, no roar of the crowd. Inside, action. Coaches drill the team for the climax game with the Cleveland Browns. The old pro, Charlie Conerly, perfects timing. But now let's meet some of the brains behind all this brawn. Walt Jaworski, chief scout, is a vital source of information on Cleveland. Ken Cavanaugh, end coach, patiently plans the pass patterns. Johnny Della Sola, line coach, demands perfection. Say, he's a quarterback, too. Allie Sherman, offense coach, wants the bombs neatly stacked. Tom Landry, defense coach, dreams about a shutout. And Jim Lee Howell, head coach and coordinator of all the schemes. And now the big game, the clincher, the Giants versus the Browns. In the first period, the great Jimmy Brown has no place to go. He's hit and fumbles. Big Mo has it on the Giants' 40. Conerly opens another spectacular show. Gifford catches, spins, and takes off for 35 yards. Costello and Fiss making the tackle. 1st and 10. Webster blocks as Chuck tosses to Rote. 30 yards to the Browns' 5. Charlie Conerly shoots a perfect lead pass to Bob Schnauker. 7-0, Giants. In the second period, Big Mo hits Mitchell head-on. Sam Huff making the recovery. Once again, enter Pat Summerall. This 40-yarder makes it Giants 10, Browns nothing. Conerly gives to Gifford. And Giff throws to Schnauker. An amazing catch as Bob's surefire hands hold that ball for 38 yards. Conerly resumes bombing with a toss to Joe Morrison. Joe beats Fiss for 28 yards to the Browns 2. The Giants are romping. Frank Gifford slices into the end zone for a 17-0 lead. Milt Plum tries to launch a drive by air. The rocket fizzles as Crow intercepts and goes straight away for 30 yards and another touchdown. New York 24, Cleveland nothing at the half. In the third period, Conerly fakes to Triplett. Then throws to Kyle Rote on the crossover. It's good for 29 yards before Wren makes the stop. Conerly fakes the throw beautifully, then spots Gifford. On this 32-yard scoring shot, Frank sets a Giants season record for yards gained receiving. The score, 31-0. Conerly winds up again behind Webster and Triplett. Gifford catches as the Giants jump from their 25 to the Browns' 37. Brown, Wyteka, and Uso block for Triplett, and Mel gives Gain a ride, 14 yards. From the 22, Summerall boosts the score to 34-0. Conerly continues his pinpoint passing. This time to Phil King. The Chief knees past Fiss. Bumps over McClung. Going 35 yards to the Cleveland 23. Charlie Conerly throws his third touchdown pass of the amazing route. Rote grabs it and the Giants clinch the Eastern title 48-7. Now in the nation's capital, Conerly wins the league passing title. Big brother Brown guards Chuck on the screen pass. Gifford speeds for 27 yards. Conerly runs right. He lobs over the charging lineman to Joe Morrison, and a nifty hit helps Joe to the touchdown. It's a tie at 7-7 in the third. On a wide pitch out in the third, Gifford runs behind Brown for 19 yards. Tanner drives him out of bounds. Charlie Conerly makes sure of his passing championship with a 26-yard touchdown throw to Rote. Giants 14, Washington 10. A new wrinkle. Morrison, convoyed by Dess, pitches to Rote, who beats James for 14 yards. And this is it. Pat Summerall kicks his 20th field goal in a 24-10 wind-up win. And now the Giants meet the red-hot Baltimore Colts in league playoff. Memorial Stadium, home of the Colts, is supercharged with fan enthusiasm. They idolize Johnny Unitas, record-breaking passer. And Lenny Moore, dangerous in any role. And Raymond Berry, league-leading receiver. The crowd is ready, so let's go. Unitas sets up trouble with this swing pass to Alan Amici for 13 yards. Dick Lynch drives him out of bounds. Dick Modulewski Red Dogs. And Unitas throws. Moore cuts inside for the catch. Nolan and Crow chase, but it's too late. 60 yards for a touchdown, and the Colts lead 7-0. A slick call by Conerly. It's the draw, and with Witeka and Schnelker blocking, Triplett rolls for 28 yards to the Colts 16. Conerly tries to pass, but his receivers are covered. Big Daddy Lipscomb throws Chuck for a loss. The Giants take the field goal. Summerall boots from the 23. It's good, and the Colts lead 7-3. In the second, Smari slants in on Unitas and drops him for 11 yards. Livingston lending a hand. Johnny Unitas back to throw, steps into the pocket, and his target is Moore. He picks up 31 yards before Patton nails him on the Giant 35. The Giants hold fast, and Steve Myra tries from the 42. It's wide, no score. Conerly rolls out right. He's looking for Schnelker. Bob outfights Tassett and spins and thunders for 48 yards. Pillington pulls him down on Baltimore's 34. But the Giants have to settle for the field goal. 37 yards by Summerall, and the Colts lead 7-6 at halftime. In the third period, Conerly fakes to King and then passes. It's another fabulous catch by Schnelker for 20 yards to the Colts 26. Pat Summerall boots his third field goal from the 22, and the Giants lead 9-7. In the fourth period, Unitas fakes. His flip to Berry is good for 17 yards. Lynch making the tackle. It's a fast pop. Unitas to Moore. Lenny drives through tacklers and speeds for 36 yards to the Giant 14. On the option on the Giant 4, Unitas keeps going. Moore makes the block, and Johnny scores. 14-9 as the Colt fans go wild. Conerly waits on the Giant 10, hoping for a receiver. Gifford has no chance, and Nelson intercepts and drives 17 yards to the Giant 14. Unitas drops back to pass. Richardson flares outside for the catch. He's got the jump and goes 12 yards for the score. Colts lead 21-9. With time against him, Conerly back to pass. Throws one for Gifford. Johnny Sample charges into intercept and outruns the Giant defenders for the score. Colt fans want more. But now, two Giant heroes put one over. Conerly to Schnelker for 32 yards and a touchdown, but they're too late. The Colts were the better team. And the story on the scoreboard is Colts 31, Giants 16. We sure hope you've enjoyed these exciting highlights of the 1959 New York Giants season. It's been a season full of thrills for all of us. And those highlights showed you